Hey,
The
how are
one
you?
show. Good
It's okay.
morning.
Good morning, and how are you this morning?
I'll do. I'm a bit warm where I am. For some reason, our third bedroom is one of the warmest in the house, with no heating on, which is unbelievable. Richard says I'm overdressed with a jumper on.
Oh,
But hey ho, it must be
well,
hot. Ollie's gone.
oh, well, good morning, Gogglefroggers, and hope you're having a wonderful weekend. It is Saturday morning, and thank you very much, Brigitte. Is episode 175.
Hi.
So we are at least 9 months. We must be going up to 10 months now. We're in lockdown. Just about all the UK is in tier 3. We're in tier 3, but if you're on the Isle of Wight, you're in tier 1.
And Cornwall. And Cornwall.
Cornwall.
And now parts of Bristol is in tier 1 as well, I understand.
Fabulous.
Yeah.
So most of us are in the highest category, which means absolutely perfect that we can sit here, have a little bit of a chat, have a little bit of a knit and a cup of tea, bring your work that you're working on, and just sit back and relax. And me and Marion, I've got no idea what we're going to talk about for the next hour.
Have a go, Scooby.
But who knows? So hope you're doing really, really well. And yeah, so if you're watching us for the first time, hello, I'm Angela, and this is my lovely friend Marion.
Hello.
And what will happen is you can see us, but we can't see you. There is a chat box on the right hand side, and if you are here for the first time, please, if you'd like to say where you're from, so that would be lovely, and we will read out the chat, because people on replay won't be able to see the chat, and people on YouTube won't be able to see the chat. So hello to everybody on replay and also on YouTube. So just sit back, relax, and we will see.
And another reason for people put where they are is because in the future, as I said before, this is going to be a great source for social history. And if people were putting where they were from, it might help with ancestry as to looking on the electoral rolls as to where people are.
Oh wow, yeah.
I mean, if you think about it,
there's lots, isn't there? So I have no idea, even in a year's time, what's going to happen. Are we still going to be in lockdown? Let's hope not.
Oh God, I hope not.
No, we should be moving forward. So we've got Christmas to come, and that will be different. So I think this is the year that we just have to say chill. Do you know what? We cannot change the situation we're in, can we? All we can do is make the best of it.
Good news is that Moderna's vaccine has now been approved by the American, whatever it is. They've approved it.
Oh, that's good.
So that was announced this morning. So yes, that gives two vaccines that's now potentially available. And the bonus with this one is it doesn't have to be kept really, really cold.
Yeah.
And I see Trisha has joined us, and I must say I saw her the other night on a Zoom meeting, and she's had the most amazing haircut. It looks absolutely fantastic.
Really?
It looks gorgeous. I haven't seen her look so good for years, and I hope she sat there blushing.
Well, hopefully, Trisha, we might see it on your picture that you take of yourself on our
next Tuesday.
Yeah. Whoops, a daisy. There we go.
You dropped a stitch.
No. I was just double checking. You know, when you look and think, is it really in it there? In the pattern, and yes, it was. So I'm still on this. I finished my scarf, but I don't like the finish, so I'm gonna take it all back and recast off. You know, when sometimes your cast off is too like tight, so I don't like it.
So you're going to looser tight off.
Yeah, a much looser picot, and I'd forgotten how loose I had done the last picot cast off, i.e. So as I was casting off, I was practically doing that on each stitch. So, and I did it last night, so I'm going to redo that. So well, I'll show you. Actually, where did I put it? I will find it, and I'll find it when the music's on, and I'll show you so you can see it. It is beautiful. It's just how it hangs that I want to change. So
this is the yellow with a bit of black, isn't it?
yeah, the twisted yarn. So let's see who we've got on today and say a few good mornings. So good morning, Trisha, with your new haircut. Would be lovely to see a picture of that. And good morning, Marion. Lovely to see you.
Morning.
And good morning, Judy. Judy, lovely to see you too. And good morning, Janice, sorry. Hello, Janice, and hello, Janet. So you know when you read something and you're reading from a line and talking from the line below. So hello to Janet and Janice. Lovely to see you. And hello, Grace. Lovely to see you with us as well. And good morning, Deborah. And good morning, Dawn. And good morning, Brigitte. So small but perfectly formed today, aren't we?
Of course.
Yeah. So yeah. And looking at the chat, Brigitte says morning peeps, it's 175. Thank you very much. And Judy says good morning everyone. Janice says hi everyone. Deborah says morning everyone. Dawn says good morning everyone. Trisha says morning all. Grace says good morning and a lovely smiley face. And Trisha says just joining for a little while, brunch meeting at 10:30 a.m. So have a wonderful meeting as well. And yeah, the weather looks rather nice this morning, doesn't it?
Oh, yes. I've got about, what time is it? Just gone 10. At about 8 o'clock, it looked overcast and it was raining a little bit.
Yeah.
It must have been nasty because Ollie didn't want to go out and have his morning spend. So he's a fair weather dog.
Oh, so many of them are, aren't they?
Oh, yes. But give him a lake or a river or a pond or the sea and he's in. Bit of rain, no, I'm not going out in that. But then a lot of dogs are like that.
Yeah, they are. Oh, well, yesterday we had the pleasure of splodge from about 11 o'clock through to night time.
Really?
Yeah, and kept like tootling out, but only for the odd biscuit, and then back in, out, in. And to the point where Alan didn't even know he'd like wandered into the living room, curled up on his little buffet and gone to sleep. And then it got to, I think, about 8:30, 8:45, and Splodge then decided to sit on the step outside and was there for a good half an hour to an hour, but obviously just enjoying the fresh air and then eventually went. So I think it's getting colder, which means Splodge needs to sleep. So comes in here to sleep so it can just go sparkle for a little while.
It's not really that cold. I mean, it's been up to 14 degrees.
Wow.
Which is, let's face it, quite warm for this time of year.
It's just certain you see certain cycles with little Splodgy Dodgy, and when it starts to get cooler about this time of year, suddenly we start to see more of Splodge. So yeah, but being fed, enjoying biscuits, enjoying cat milk, enjoying food, and enjoying his little buffet as well. So that's good.
What I was really pleased to hear about the kitten that my daughter and son-in-law have got. I mean, he's now pushing 6 months and he hasn't half grown. My God, has he grown? I said, has he shown any interest in going out? No, not really, unless we're going out. He wants to follow us. But apart from that, he's not interested in going out, which is fine at the moment, as they've been told to keep him in until he's really settled down. And they don't want him going out the front. I mean, we all know how busy South Street can be. So, yeah.
Oh, bless. So Arlo's very happy.
Oh, he's settled in. He's boss already. He's King Cat, as I've said before. And there's not a white hair on this cat. Not a white hair.
Oh,
it's just incredible. And I couldn't believe how alike that picture he was. I really could not believe it. Just
Yeah.
incredible. Jackie's joined us. She's only here until 10:30.
Hello.
And Dawn has said that Maisie is getting her walk after Gogglefrogs. She isn't keen on wet weather. No, we'll be taking Old's Bowls out after then as well, because our Tesco delivery isn't coming until between 4 and 5, so we can get that sorted. And then I can stop swearing at my knitting.
Is it one of them?
It's one of these where you have a decrease. It's a V-neck cardigan, and all the instructions say for the right front is, and I'll read it again, is working all front slope decreases as set by the last row, complete to match left front. Reversing shapings. And when there's a pattern up it as well, there's a broad pattern and you decrease before you get to the pattern. It's there's armhole shapings and shapings for the V-neck, and to blithely say reverse the left hand side, I could have screamed at it. And I stayed up until the early hours of Thursday morning, and I mean early hours of Thursday morning, until I was happy that both sides were going, that the right hand side was an exact match of the left hand side.
Is it an old pattern?
Nope.
Oh,
it's a Rowan pattern. Oh, there it is.
Oh, because I know in the old days it just used to say do like cast on or cast off, never gave you any guidance as to what types, and then just says do a rib for 3 inches, and it was just okay, 2, 3, 1, what is it? So I know that in the olden days they used to be quite short, the patterns, weren't they? I mean, you could get a cardigan pattern in one column in a Woman's Weekly or something like that.
Yes, you did. I'm just looking. What does this say? This one doesn't even tell you what YFRN is, and it's yarn round front of needle. It doesn't tell you. So if somebody who was just on the cusp, who just learned and felt they could attack something more complicated, because it's not difficult once you know the stitches, would be totally flummoxed by that. They'd be going, but there's nothing in the abbreviations to tell me what to do. It is poorly written.
Yeah, sometimes they are, aren't they? I think it's when you only have 1 or 2 people check a pattern, and it means the same to both of you, so you don't see where the confusion can come. And those that are read by lots of different people, the analytical people, etc., and the creative people, that's when you tend to pick up those little things.
Yeah. Well, they still say skill level is 2. I don't know 2 out of how many, but let's say that 2 is intermediate and 3 is experienced. I should have been able to. I hope everybody will agree that I should have been able to do it as a double. But no, I've sat and I've sworn over this pattern, especially all those decreases. I'm now on the sleeves, so I'm hoping to get it finished and in the post between Christmas and New Year.
Oh, that's lovely. Somebody will be
now,
very
Janet says, I always do the 2 fronts together so the shaping is identical. I do the same with sleeves. Yeah, Janet, I realised that afterwards, but me being me, I don't read the pattern through all the way, because sometimes I've done that before and I thought, can't do that. So I start knitting, and then when I get to something I can't do, I'm usually so far in, I think, right, how do I do that? Who can I ask to show me what to do so I can do it? which is interesting. Yes, and yes, if I was to do this again, I would certainly do the front and the back, the two fronts together. And it's not helped by the fact that the yarn is got a sort of a mohair aspect to it. So the yarn bonds together, and if you make a mistake, you can't undo it easily. Frogging it is a nightmare. And Georgie's joined us. Good morning.
Hello, Georgie.
Brigitte says Robert has a lot of problems with the jumper he is knitting. I tried to work out the decrease, but what I came up with didn't work out either. Yeah. And Janice is doing a victory jumper from the V&A 1940s knitting pattern.
Oh,
Which
wow.
has a chevron pattern on, and the sleeves are laid out in one paragraph, 5 lines long. Yeah. I've got a crochet pattern like that. It's called Linslade. I live in Linslade, and I thought, oh, that's nice. Yeah, well, the pattern's very, very vague. Very vague. And Janet says, I did knit a pattern with short row shaping in one piece, and in the middle back, the pattern, it said reverse. I was so cross, I had not read the whole pattern. Yeah, I can understand that, but I would have, as I said, been pleased that I hadn't read it, because then I'd have been asking for help and going to YouTube. Yes, but I would have been cross. And I like German short row shapings.
Yeah.
Best thing going. Always have to check it on YouTube, mine, but I do like German short row shapings.
I've got a beautiful book, and it is all short row shaping. So there's 4 different styles. Is it the Japanese, the German, and there's 2 others in there that they go through with you. I'm sure there's hundreds of different ones. And there's shawls, cardigans, all sorts in there. And it's one of those that I keep thinking, there is this one pattern that I want to do, and I've never ever had enough of the type of yarn that they want. However, can you remember, was it earlier, it must have been last year now, when there was an awful lot of wool that went into a certain charity shop in town?
Oh yeah.
And our lovely Marion and lovely Sally went in there and spent so much time sorting it, pricing it, and lots of us went in and bought loads. And I do know that I think most of it is lace weight that you need to do this cardigan. And I'm not a lace weight person, but I did buy up quite a few cones of lace weight, but it was it was 1 ply and stuff like that. And I think it was from the 1940s and 1950s, a lot of it.
I think so too.
Yeah, so I think one thing that I need to get done is get them put into balls rather than left on cones. So if it's 1 ply and I need something 4 ply or 2 ply, I could just use 2 balls or 4 balls at the same time, etc. Because there was some beautiful stuff there.
This is
anyway. You are.
I'm saying this is the welt now for the sleeves, and I must admit I do like the welt. It's a cable with a lace between, and it is very, very pretty. And now I've got into the rote of it, I can go away quite happily. I have my own form of shorthand with it. Oh, that's what I was going to say. I did a 1940s pattern, and it had short row shapings on the back to make a V. But they didn't call it short row shaping. They just said, turn round and go back on the stitches before. And I'm reading it and I'm thinking, well, I think this is a wrap and turn. Yes, it's got to be a wrap and turn. So I read it through again. Yes, so I looked up German short row shaping, and no, that didn't match the pattern, because they made it in such a way that this V defined everything. And German short row shaping is practically invisible.
Yeah.
So you had to use another form of short row shaping to get this design. So yeah, that was interesting to do. But the bonus with it was knitted in a chunky yarn.
Oh.
So that was quick. And my next door neighbour's daughter had it because, being an old pattern, it came in one size, bust size 34.
Why was everything a 34? I know. And then you have to spend so much time, don't you, redesigning? Like, where do I need to redesign this? So sometimes it goes right, sometimes it doesn't go as well as you'd expect.
Yeah.
But yeah, they were always a size 34.
I don't know why. And if you were on the larger side, it was, and for the more mature lady, what? And you only had to be over 40 to be mature.
Oh yeah. And it was I suppose when I was younger, yes, everyone was a 34-inch, weren't they? That's what we all were. We were all, right?
You speak for yourself. Don't think I was ever.
But it's just like, no way. Oh dear.
Yeah.
And with that thought of the good old days and age and everything, shall we have a little bit of a Christmas jingle song, bit of music?
Yeah, yes, Trisha. She was a 34 when she was 11. Yeah.
Oh dear. Well,
now Robert wants me to introduce this one, doesn't he?
Yes.
It's my choice. Now, this is a memory from my childhood, and I must have heard it when I was about 10, and the word to describe this gentleman's voice is mellifluous. Well, I think it is. I loved it then, I loved it now, and you don't get to hear this version very often. So I hope you all enjoy it. And let's go for it. I'll go on mute and Angela can play it. I think so too.
Thank you.
Boney M did a more modern version. I'm sorry, but I think that one, Harry Belafonte's, knocks it into a cocked hat. I really do.
Yeah.
It is so much more. It's so much simpler. It's I can't think of the right word. It's calming.
Yeah,
Calming.
it is very. And I was just making cup of tea and still listening to it. So yeah, it was lovely, and I'm sure that you all enjoyed that as well.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's read out the comments because people did. Janet says her 1940s pattern is bust size 34, but it's done in 3-ply. I'm using DK, much bigger needles, so it's coming up rightish. That's nice to hear, Drescher. Janice, I did wonder whether just going up needle size, whether it would go up big enough for me. I don't know. Trisha says, wonderful song and wonderful choice. Thank you. Brigitte says, oh, lovely. Harry Belafonte. What a voice. Exactly, Brigitte. I couldn't agree with you more. He did Little Donkey as well, and it was a toss-up between the two for me. Dawn says lovely. Jackie says that she totally agrees with Brigitte. Deborah says it's a beautiful choice. Janet says she has to go. Have a great Christmas, everyone, and a good holiday for those still working. See you the other side. Happy 2021. Trisha says, see you all Tuesday. Brigitte tells everybody to same to you, stay safe. Don't mention the Boney M version. Yeah, well, I'm sorry I did. Georgie says that was a lovely and very peaceful song with lots of kisses. And Robert says, morning all, quick break time. Hello, Robert, how nice to see you.
Fabulous to see you.
Just missed the musical interlude, which everybody seemed to enjoy. And I think My 10:30 cup of tea is just arriving. Spot on time.
I'll be 1 minute.
Thank you very much. In my Gogglefrogs mug, which is wonderful. Yeah, where am I knit to? Oh, Andrew disappeared. Robert, Brigitte says, Robert, hello, enjoy your break. And this will make you laugh. I didn't realize until this morning that Boney M's was a version of what we've just heard. And because it was so different, and I disliked the Boney M version so much.
I actually grew up to it because I was little, and I actually got the Boney M Night Flight to Venus, I think it was called, the LP for Christmas. So that's actually the version that I knew. Yeah, so I probably didn't hear the Harry Belafonte until later. So I still like Boney M. So I'm going to say, I know that you'll hate me for saying this, but yeah, I quite like it.
Yeah, that's fine. We were in Jamaica one year. Oh, it's got to be over 20 years ago. And we did something called Friends of Jamaica. And that meant we got to meet the locals. If you signed up, you could go meet the locals. Well, one of these that we signed up for was to go and meet a gentleman who ran a bar. And when we got there, it was Belafonte's bar. So I made a comment and said, oh, Harry Belafonte, he's my cousin. And he ran this bar in Jamaica.
How fabulous. Oh.
And I think he's still alive and he lives in Canada now.
Oh, wow.
But yeah, and he asked us if we'd play cards. So he said, yeah, we'll play cards. So I'll teach you a new game, right? That's fine. Teach you a new game. It was a form of whist. And I felt guilty. I won every flaming game. It was so guilty, so awful. But I sent him some new playing cards because apparently they're very expensive over there in Jamaica.
Oh, right.
Good quality cards. So I went into Harrods and sent him some from Harrods. It probably wouldn't be the same cards from anywhere else, but these had Harrods blazoned all over, which I rather thought he would like.
But totally, and that's the time when, yeah, he will have loved them, absolutely loved them. Isn't that great that you got to meet his cousin? Fabulous. Oh. So I just grabbed my cardigan to show you.
Good. Let's have a look. Oh, yes.
If you can
I see what
this,
you mean. It is a bit on the loose side, isn't it?
No, the bottom's really loose, and then I've just cast off as you normally would, and it's not worked at all.
No, it hasn't.
So it's too tight. But when you look at the pattern, I think it's lovely. It needs blocking. Of course, it hasn't been blocked, but that's going to be great around. So when it's redone, it'll be fabulous.
Blocking it won't solve the problem, will it?
No. I just need to take it. I just need to take the cast off back and cast off really, really loosely. And I'd forgotten how loosely I'd cast off the other one. So it really, really does drape. But normally when you do a picot edge, you see, I just got into, I was watching a program and just cast off and didn't actually think how loosely I had to cast off.
Yeah, my picot edge cast off does come out rather loose.
Yeah, but I'd been exceptionally loose the last time, so I pulled every single stitch, so it was even looser than normal. So I'm going to do that. So, but it's almost finished. Although when that will get finished, it'll probably be next year now because I've got other things to do. Now. No, because this is
urgent, is it?
Yeah, I just need to sit down. I only need an hour when I'm doing TV, but we'll see. I'll get the hat done first.
It'll take you longer to undo it than it did to knit it.
Exactly.
Dawn says that she watched a lecture yesterday about how the Nativity has been depicted over the centuries. The idea of the Madonna in a blue gown came from the use of lapis lazuli, which was very expensive. Patrons who wanted religious paintings done for them requested the blue, as it showed how wealthy they were. Yeah, and also when they put the gold for the halo, that was, I believe, another expression of wealth. I think it also meant, Dawn, that the more money you spent on something religious was more likely to get you into heaven. Never mind anything else, but if you spent a lot of money on a piece of religious art, then your journey into heaven was as good as guaranteed. Have I gone wrong? No.
I don't know.
No, it was all, I caught it nice and early. I just had to pick up one. Jackie says that she liked the Boney M version as well as the Harry Belafonte one. And Brigitte says that the Boney M songs were great for the kids' birthday parties as they danced themselves silly and tired. That is quite correct. Glad they didn't understand the background story to the Rah Rah Rasputin words. Quite right.
Yeah.
Dead right.
Oh, yeah.
And Deborah's madly knitting another Harry Potter scarf for eldest granddaughter, GD. To me, GD is guide dog, so I think that must be granddaughter for Christmas. Last Christmas knit. Isn't Last Christmas also a name of a song? Yeah. Simplest 2x2 reap, but I frogged 3 times. Seem to be on the way now. Yeah, isn't this simplest thing always the one you've got to frog? Because you think, oh, right, off I can go, and you don't have to worry about it. Jackie says to Brigitte, oh, I totally agree with you on that. Loved a bit of Boney M at a party. And they still do it, I think, don't they?
The lead singer did die.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I'll have a look at Boney M. I'll have a quick look at and see. Oh, hang on. Not that, because that's a pattern that I'm adapting for this hat very, very loosely. Boney M. Let's have a quick look. Created by German record producer Frank Farian. Originally based in West Germany. The 4 original members of the group. Oh. And Bobby Farrell was a performing artist from Aruba. They were formed in 76. Let's see if they're still going. Later years. 2000s. Yeah, they are still going-ish, on and off.
Are they now more of a tribute band?
No, I think that there is 1 or 2 original members who may be there. Boney M featuring Marcia Barrett made a live appearance at the 37th International Film Festival in India in 2006. In the UK, there was a new album of their greatest hits in 2006. That's 14 years ago. Anything since then? Let's have a look. I think, 2010s. Let's have a look. In February 2017, which isn't very long ago, they performed at the closing ceremony of Patras Carnival in Patras, Greece. At the end of 2017, the album World Music for Christmas was released, along with the single and a video, Like Diamonds in the Sky, featuring Liz Mitchell, based on Ocondo Paso. So they had a little bit of a revival in 2017. So
I think they were very, very big in Russia.
Oh, were they?
I think so. And well, Eastern Europe, shall we say. Dawn says Later, red was used a lot, also expensive as it came from crushed insects. Now, Dawn, is that cochineal the same base as red food dye? Robert's got to go. Have a good
Bye,
weekend,
Robert.
everyone. See you Tuesday. Yeah, everybody's got, don't forget,
Yes.
dress up, photos, please.
Dress up.
And it's a big reveal as to what your secret Santa sent you.
I know.
Deborah
It's gonna be
says,
good fun.
yeah, mine's on a shelf, all wrapped up still. Well, as it should be,
Oh, is
but I
it?
mean in its exterior wrapping, because I don't know whether it's wrapped up inside. Deborah says that she remembers seeing a beautiful painting we saw in Munich Art Gallery with the Madonna knitting. I have a photo which I will find and post.
Please do.
Now then, I saw a picture of the Madonna knitting, and I can't remember which site it was on. She was knitting on DPNs.
Oh, of Madonna, not the
The
Madonna.
Madonna. No, the Madonna.
Oh,
Not Madonna as in Mother to Lords and her with the pointed. No, Madonna, Mother of Jesus Christ.
oh, right. Okay.
And Dawn has also asked if the art history lecturer could do one about knitting in art. Let you know when that one is available.
Mm.
We were in Lisbon and there was a painting on display. It was painted in the early 1700s, and a Portuguese man said, that lady's crocheting. And I said, no, she's not. And he went, yes, she is. I went, no, she's not. And he said, how do you know? I said, because crocheting wasn't developed, invented, came to the fore until the 1800s. So no way was she crocheting in the early 1700s. But our art historian says, I said, well, whatever. You go with who you like, but it's not crocheting as we know it today. So
I didn't know
I
that.
don't think I was very popular.
Oh, but when you said first of all, I thought you were talking about the Madonna, but it was just a word that you said, and I thought, oh, have I got this wrong? The fact that it's actually the singer who's actually knitting. So that's why I clarified. I thought, oh, so thank you for clarifying that.
Yeah, and Deborah says there are quite a few paintings where the Madonna is knitting, usually with DPNs. Jackie says she'll see us on Monday. Only 2 days work next week, then off until the 4th of January. Woohoo! Do you think she's happy to be off work?
I think anybody's happy to be off work.
Yeah, yes. Well, I'm cabling and patterning, so off you go.
Anyway, it's 22. We best have a look at Facebook and see what's happening.
Yes, sorry. Oh, sorry.
No. I just suddenly thought if they looked at the time. Right, okay. Let's share and see what has been posted. I haven't posted a picture of mine yet because it's not finished.
Me neither.
So that's why I showed you it. Right, okay. Oh, Dawn says, love this image. Grandfather holding a baby and knitting a sock.
Oh, isn't that sweet?
Thank you, Dawn. That was lovely. Deborah, wow. Look at those
socks, aren't they? What a beautiful blue.
Yes. Do let us know how much did you use? Was that one ball to do a pair of socks? But that's a lovely design, isn't it? I'm really liking how Fiod comes up in different things. So I think for hats, scarves, gloves. It would be beautiful. So that's really nice. Thank you so much. Wow. Lovely and soft. Yeah. So we've got everything crossed for the birth, and it'll be wonderful. And I have to say that Fjord is so silky soft that she will love those. Absolutely love them.
Oh, this is in Fjord.
Yeah, they're done in Fjord. That's Fjord.
Wow.
It looks so different, doesn't it? So there we've got there we've got the picture with the blockers in there, and those are them when she just finished. So I just love those.
They're beautiful. Deborah says yes, one ball with yarn to spare.
That's really good. Because Fjord it's really reasonable, isn't it?
It's turned out to be a very, very versatile yarn, isn't it?
Yeah, it's just beautiful. And it doesn't feel like anything you've ever felt before. It's just really silky soft. So silky soft. Let's have a look. Trisha is saying, at last a second cup of tea that's hot. Is this one that was steeped? Was that I don't know, but that is lovely, and it's got little sheepies all around the outside. Absolutely love that. So thank you so much, Trisha. I will try and remember to ask you if that was the steeped one, because there was there an online thing where you knitted the tea cozy and then steeped the spout, I believe. So I think
you're right. Yeah,
I think so. I think I remember that. So let us know. Robert says, just reminding everyone, Tuesday's our Christmas party. Love to see you in your party frocks, as if we were meeting you in person. Post your pics on here on the day. The more Christmassy, the better. So we will do. Do I have a frock? I'll find something. Might even put my hair up. Who knows? And then this is from Sarah, just dropping in to update everyone on her pine needle weaving project, since it was last of interest when she mentioned it before.
That's incredible.
Yeah, she was originally going to make a brim as a stiffening layer, but it was number one, taking too long, and number two, looking too pretty to be sandwiched between fabric layers. So she added a crown and turned it into a summer hat for her best friend and embroidered it with her favourite flowers. So here we go. Oh, wow. That's gorgeous.
That's lovely. I must admit, when I first saw it, I thought, oh, what a lovely decorated cake for some reason.
Yeah, but I have to say, the detail in those flowers.
Just incredible.
Yeah, what a lovely idea. So love that. Thank you so much for posting. Sorry, I am smirking and putting my head down. As Rebecca says, so annoying. I've got the right size but wrong length circulars and neither of the right sizes and DPNs. I'm hopeful of popping past the yarn shop tomorrow. Deborah, I feel your pain. I'm doing a hat and I have to do this. So as you can see, my circulars are not the right size. But these are really nice. So they're the cubic ones. So it's got a really, the plastic, the cord is really, really thin. Thank you so much. It was a gift from Georgie a couple of years ago. So I'm able to pull those through. Oh, but you have to pull it through every so often. So I feel your pain, Rebecca. All of us do. Some people have the interchangeable ones, but some of us prefer the fixed ones. So this happens every so often.
Brigitte says that the hat is simply amazing.
It is. It's fabulous. And I just love all of those little flowers. And then Dawn has posted a roundup of some shawl and wrap knitting crochet books. Great for those lovely Gogglefrogs yarns. Absolutely lovely. Let's have a quick look. Must be hundreds. Custom shawls, great. Shawls, wraps, and scarves. By Louisa Harding. Yeah. Oops, hang on. Let's have a look. I think it's great to give. Oh, Celtic cable shawls. Do you know what? I have looked at these so often. I think I'm going to have to succumb at some point. Oops. What am I doing? This is what happens when you've got a touch screen and you touch the wrong bit. Oh, that's nice. Cozy stash.
Yes,
books.
I saw that and I thought, so I haven't got enough shawl patterns.
Big yarn, beautiful lace knits. Oh, because we often have a lot of bulky yarn and we don't know what to do with it. Sorry about this. I'm going to have to try and go quicker, only because the blooming. Oh. Right. Knitting modular. That sounds quite interesting. Right. Crochet shawls. Oh, I'll just go through them. Lace shawls, knitted wraps and shawls. That was quite nice, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Right, I think that is it at the end. So thank you ever so much. I did actually buy a book the other day. I'll show it on Monday. It's a Me to Me book. So it's my Me to Me. I always buy a Me to Me Christmas gift. And I think it will test any knitter's mind, but honestly it's fantastic. It's amazing. This is one from Dawn. This is so cute. Let's have a little look at this, shall we?
This cracked me up, absolutely cracked me up. The dog is so intense.
No. Oh, just look. You can go and watch that as many times as you want. It's on there.
No,
But it was so lovely. That little doggy. Happy Christmas and New Year. Some little knitted things. Oh, isn't that cute?
Yeah.
So well done.
It's brilliant.
Absolutely amazing. Yay. Oh, wrapping them all up and sending them. Oh, that is so cute. So a couple of lovely things there for you. Marion says you forgot to ask. The 22nd one is in the evening. Yes, so it's fine. It is one with gin. And a frock. Gin and a frock. And then this was, you posted this. It's a sweater for Tristan.
Yeah, From All Creatures Great and Small, which is a new one on Channel 5. They've resurrected the Christopher Timothy one.
Yeah. Fabulous. Thank you. And then this was your work in progress. I think you're working very well through that bottle.
Yeah, there's a lot left. I think it that's all that's left.
Oh, I didn't see that. You can show me when we flip back. Robert said this the other day, didn't he? His parcel had arrived. And you shared that for Jackie. Say it again. The lemon gin that everybody is raving about is from Vom Fass. The old, it used to be known as the oil and something.
Vinegar shop.
Oil and vinegar, yeah. And it's now Vom Fass. I have a bottle of this lemon gin in my garage. It's in a bottle in the shape of a heeled shoe, and I'm opening it on Christmas Day. So that's mine from the other day. We had a conversation last time about that. So I think we're up to speed. Yes, I think we are.
Right. Whilst I remember, I must tell you, you felty thing, which as you all probably know is a company I'm very fond of in Wales. Well, Nikki has finally released her latest kit, which is called the Orm Sweater. I've been waiting for it to be released because it's going to be my Christmas present from Richard.
Oh.
Okay, so she released it. I went online and I looked at the yarn and I couldn't make up my mind. I brought it down to 3. So I emailed Jackie and I said, which colour do you think? So she came back and she said, I've looked at them and I think this, this and this. And they were the same 3 colours that I chose. So Richard had a look and he said, purple. Which is again.
It's catching. It's catching.
Yeah, but it's a beautiful, beautiful jumper. She's done it in very, very different ways, and it's called the Orm Sweater. I will put a link on our seat.
Yeah, do.
That, but you know, Jackie and I just had a laugh over those exchange of emails. Brigitte says sometimes a celebrity or person in an advert is supposed to be knitting, but often the way they hold the needles, it looks as though they have no idea, as they are not holding them as a proper knitter would, without thinking. You are so right. So right. Deborah says that yes, she was really pleased with the field. The socks probably won't be that hard wearing as they've not got any nylon. I don't know what the composition is, but great for comfort socks. Brigitte says the hat is amazing. Brigitte says that last look of the dog seemed to ask, are you sure you know what you're doing? And Dawn wants to know, do we have Gogglefrogs on Wednesday as well?
No, because we're doing Christmas Day on Friday morning at 9:30, and we are doing Boxing Day. So we're doing 4 Monday at 10, Tuesday evening party, Friday, which is Christmas Day. And may I just add, I am going to be coming to you from a COVID testing centre. So I am definitely coming doing that from the testing centre before my visit. So yeah, and then Saturday when I may have a little bit of a thick head is all I will say after all my driving on Christmas Day.
Okay, right. Marion says, for those of not me, the other Marion, Dove's mum. For those of you who know Dove, my Cocker Spaniel, you can see her sitting and watching like that dog. The yarn would probably be 3 times round the furniture before I knew what was happening.
Oh,
you're gonna have to put a picture of Dove on. Look what doing that, Marion. Brigitte says that the V in the vom is pronounced like the F in the FAS. So it's FOMFAS.
FOMFAS or FOMFAS. Thank you.
And don't ask me why. You know, a bit like Chagoo. Chowgoo.
Chowgoo.
I haven't had any gin. I promise. Promise, no gin.
Oh, thank you for that. Oh, and we're almost at an hour.
I know.
I think I've only done a little row.
I've done a whole pattern.
Have you?
Done a whole pattern block. Yeah.
Oh,
then I've only got 70 stitches on, and as I said, once I've got going with this pattern, all I have to do is keep looking to see whether it's a slip row for the lace bit or a knit 2 together row for the lace bit, because the cable only happens every 8th row. So that's it. And I did a cable on the last row whilst you did the Facebook, so it worked out perfectly.
That's good.
I am hoping, as I said, to get this one all done and dusted. Then I can start on my Louisa Harding poncho, and then the grip than the Orm sweater, which, because the yarn is dyed to order, will take a little while to come, and I still have to actually place the order and pay for it. But I'm going to wait until this credit card has come in, bill has come in, and put it on the next one. Yeah, just to spread it a little bit.
Yes.
You know.
Okay. Well, either way, we cannot wait to see the kit, and we cannot wait to see what the jumper's going to look like as well, because I'm sure it is beautiful. And I know the one thing that she's done is she's done lots of testing, hasn't she? So I'm sure that her patterns aren't just going to do as the left front. So yeah, she's really lovely, Nikki. Really lovely.
But yes, I will put the link on to that.
Yeah, and the other thing that I like about them is she won't have anybody in her store where they're as per people, I'm talking about companies who don't support being mulesing free. So that's the other thing that I love about what she stands for as well. So
exactly.
Yes.
And her shop is so COVID aware. It is unbelievable. So, yes.
So that would be lovely. So anyway, we are now on 11 o'clock. So thank you ever so much. Have a wonderful Saturday, no matter what level you are in, 1, 2, or 3. If you need anything, reach out and one of us will be able to help you. Yeah, I will see you again on Monday at 10. And maybe Marion will be with us, maybe Marion won't. I don't know. But it's always lovely catching up with you, Marion. So if you're
Thank you very much, Angela, as it is with you, because you've done a fantastic job, you and Robert. Right, row finished.
Thank you. But it's every Gogglefrogger supporting each other, isn't it? So thank you ever so much.
Oh, I'm miscounting it. Did I miscount a row?
And see you on Monday. I am now going to get my car cleaned.
I've got to take Ollie. Well, we've got to take Ollie.
You take care.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.